Loch Ness, one of the most iconic geographical features in the world. Unfortunately, one of the most misunderstood.
In Adomnán of Iona's 7th century life of St Columba, a paragraph is curiously titled, "Concerning a certain water beast, driven away by the power of the blessed man's prayer." It states that on August 22nd AD 565, the legendary St Columba defeated a water beast, known today as the Loch Ness monster, when Columba travelled from the west to the east coast of Scotland along Loch Ness to overcome the Pictish King Bridie at his hill fort in Inverness. According to Adomnán, while one of the saint's companions swam in the river Ness, the water beast swam up to the surface, and with gaping mouth and with great roaring rushed towards the man swimming in the middle of the stream. While all that were there, barbarians and even the brothers, were struck down with extreme terror, the blessed man who was watching raised his holy hand and drew the saving sign of the cross in the empty air. And then, invoking the name of God, he commanded the savage beast and said, "You will go no further. Do not touch the man. Turn back speedily." Then, hearing this command of the saint, the beast, as if pulled back with ropes, fled terrified in swift retreat. Somewhere in the last 1400 years, the early Christian recording of a water beast was misinterpreted, and the whole concept has now cemented in modern culture as a water monster. Jean-Michel Picard of the University College Dublin maintains Adomnán's book presents Columba comparably to a hero in Gaelic mythology and as a model for other monks, and that the stories were grouped thematically rather than chronologically. Therefore, what might a water beast have thematically represented in 6th century Celtic Christian terms? Thematically, the mythological motif of Chaoskampf, German for struggle against chaos, is a common archetype found in early Christian myth and legend, in which cultural heroes slay chaos monsters, most often depicted as giant serpents or dragons. In Christian mythology, Saints George, Philip the Apostle, and St Michael the Archangel all slew serpents, symbolic of their lower natures, each one archetypal of Jesus defeating the enemies of God, Satan, sin, and death, by using the sign of the cross, just like Columba when he defeated the Loch Ness chaos monster. Since ancient times, the dweller on the threshold archetype has been used in religion and esoteric philosophy to represent the anti-self, the synthetic self, the conglomerate of the self-created ego, which Dr. Carl Jung defined as one shadow. In mystical Christianity, when a sleeping dweller or serpent is awakened by the presence of Christian power, the soul must slay the ill-conceived beast that was itself created through the uncontrolled application of free will. And the AD 565 water beast was a creative archetypal literary device representing the perceived dark forces of the Highland Picts. Those serpent-worshipping pagans who dwelled across Loch Ness, that ancient Celtic threshold that marked a line of spiritual resistance to Columba's attempts at converting the Picts to Christianity. This line of thinking is somewhat solidified in Adomnán's closing lines on the AD 565 incident at Loch Ness. He stated, "Then seeing that the beast had withdrawn, the brothers with great amazement glorified God in the blessed man, and also the pagan barbarians who were there at the time, impelled by the magnitude of this miracle that they themselves had seen, magnified the God of the Christians." Columba had slain the beast of chaos with godly powers, just like those Christian beast slayers that came before him. And the Loch Ness monster, it appears, was Adomnán's version of the Canaanite Lotan, defeated by the god Hadad, and its later conception is the Leviathan of the Book of Job, archetypal for the enemies of Babylon, just like the Picts of Loch Ness were enemies of Columba's godly utopia. Having slain his dweller on the threshold at Loch Ness, in psychological terms, Columba had awakened his consciousness through initiation and harmonized the functions of his ego, body, subconsciousness, thoughts, and emotions. On a metaphysical level, maybe this is why so many recorded the saint as having his head in the clouds and being closer to the light of God, receiving constant prophetic insight, and able to see the future, present, and past all at once.